Art thou the Christ, the Son of the Blessed? That's the question that the high priest asked Jesus during this time of his supposed trial, when people were making accusations against Jesus and were telling lies. All that was going on. The high priest asked that question. He says, are you the Son of God? And I'm interested in this because I know that is a question that still rings through the ages. People are wanting to know, is Jesus indeed the Son of God? Is it true that he lived? Is it true that he was born of a virgin? Is it true that he became flesh and dwelt among us? Is it true that he had a tremendous public ministry and healed multitudes of people and cast out demons and devils and fed the multitude? Did all of these things truly happen? Now, here's the thing. No man cometh to God through the flesh. That can only be revealed to the human heart and the spirit. And this is what I teach so much, because I think it's so important that we come to this reality. This thing about God, and this thing about believing in God and believing in Christ Jesus will never be resolved in the fleshly realm. And this is why it was that when Nicodemus came to Jesus, we read this in the 3rd chapter of the Gospel of John. I ask people all the time, I say, what was it that Nicodemus asked of Jesus? And people will say, boy, he asked how to be born again. And that's not what happened at all. What happened, and you go back and read it. Nicodemus came to Jesus and he commented about the miracles. And he said, you have to be a person of God in order to do these miracles. He says, you have to be a great teacher. You have to be a person connected with God in order to be able to do these great miracles. And that's when Jesus said, you have to be born again. And he says, you have to be born of the water and you have to be born of the Spirit. And the water just simply means the Word. And then you have the Word that comes to you, and you receive the Word because you open yourself up to the moving of the Spirit. And the Spirit of God is what will bring you into the presence of the Father. Not your flesh. Not your flesh. A spiritual awakening. And this is what we must seek after. Lord, take my heart and cause me to be open to who you are. And then once you come to that spiritual reality, God will take care of everything else. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.